Good afternoon, you all out there in TV land, Facebook land, or whatever. How are you doing today? Are you being strong and healthy? I'm in a very energetic mood because I have two marvelous people in here. And of course, my favorite of all favors, and the star of our show, Ammo. Ammo is a service dog. Oh, already.
Yes.
You hit that button right there.
Which one? This one?
Yeah. Welcome to Norm Community Corner.
Hello, Norm.
Hey,
I'm a voice from the past, but I miss your words of wisdom, so I thought I'd call and just say hello.
Well, how are you doing, darling?
Well, I moved to the Midwest like 2.5 years ago, and I miss New Hampshire. I miss my friends. I miss a lot of things. The Midwest. I moved to be close to family, but it hasn't gone the way I thought it would go.
Yeah, well, you didn't think it out the way you should have, did you?
I'm sorry, what?
You didn't think it out the way you thought you should have.
Well, I'm doing everything I can do.
Right.
But the people here are different. You don't really have neighbors like you do in New England because everybody has a fenced-in yard and they stick to themselves. So you don't have that type of contact.
Yeah.
And I've tried church and some social groups, but and gosh, I even miss Market Basket. You know, it's the silly little things too.
Yeah. Oh, I love the Market Basket. I meet a lot of interesting people there. You know. Yeah. Okay. By the way, who is this? I recognize your voice.
This is Claire.
Oh, Claire. Claire, what if I told you I see a lot of good changes coming? You're moving to a different area. What would you say to that?
Really? Well, when you say different area, like right now I'm outside of Chicago.
Okay.
Will I be staying around here?
You'll be staying there maybe for another 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
So you have a restless spirit that needs to keep going on and on and on in different ways. Do you agree with that? Mm-hmm. Okay. I got 2 other readers with me here today. You know, and I have.
Good. Hello, everybody. Happy New Year, though it's a little bit past New Year's. Happy
you know
New
what?
Year.
Actually, isn't every day a new year? Isn't every day a new day?
It is.
You know.
You know, I always say every day when you're on the right side of the ground, it's a good day.
Right. You know. What are you in a relationship right now?
No, I have not met anyone at
all. Are you
all.
ready?
I've been ready for a while, but I think the problem is as you get older, there are less available people, and I'm not opposed to dating younger, but I just haven't come across anyone.
In other words, you don't want to be a cougar.
Well, the sad thing is I would be a cougar if I went after somebody who was 60, so that's pretty
bad. Okay. Hey, my partner is 14 years younger than I am.
Oh, wow.
And, and we have so much fun, But I do see you finding a compatible relationship, but you've got to get out there. Don't be afraid to meet new people.
No, there's a website called Meetup, and I've tried to join some of the groups there. It's a social group. It's not dating. It's based on your interests, whether it be gardening or dogs or dining out. So I can meet a cross section of people.
Right, and I do see you. I think this year for prosperity, whether it's financial prosperity, whether it's meeting in a relationship, I do see, and health-wise, a lot more improvement coming.
Well, I had a slight health scare last year, but it turned out to be absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you overlook things at 30 or 40, but when you get to be 70, you kind of second guess.
Oh, I hear that. Yeah.
Health-wise, I feel pretty good.
Now, however, I would recommend that you take vitamin B12.
I do take that. I take multi. I take D3, which is good for the bones.
Right.
you know, the usual stuff.
Yeah. So, what are you doing for hobbies?
Well, my hobbies are my house. I am a DIY girl.
Yeah.
So I put glass tile on my countertops and backsplash.
Ooh.
Redid my fireplace, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And I'm still into art. You'll probably remember me because I was the one who did watercolor paintings.
Absolutely. That's what I was going to ask you.
And
You were still,
Yeah. And I sold my first big painting a year ago to my dentist here.
Cool.
She commissioned me to do a painting, but it was in acrylic, something that I didn't know, and it was something that was going to be 4 feet tall.
Oh.
So basically, I taught myself how to do it, and she loved it, and it paid my dental bill. So
That's all that matters, you know.
Life was good.
Yeah. One of the things that I am getting a comment that the spirit wants you to take and do a spiritual painting, like a picture of your mother in the spiritual world or something, a female that's in the spiritual world. I'd like to see you do a painting on that.
You know, it's funny for the people who have passed. One of the people who I believe is a guardian angel to me is a former mother-in-law.
Absolutely.
And she comes to me in my dreams all the time. And, you know, more than like my own mother, I just never does. But this woman does. I always thought of her as a mother.
Right.
And I thought of her as a guardian angel.
Right. You have many guardian angels. You're an old soul, honey. You've been here many times.
Sometimes I think so. Sometimes I think so.
Do you have a message for her?
Yes, Claire, this is Paula. How are you?
Hello, Paula.
Hi.
Good, thank you. How are you?
I have maybe a suggestion for you when it comes to meeting people of like mind.
Yes.
I'm
ready.
Instead of maybe just looking at random websites, because then you're going to get a random assortment of people, it might be better to like pick 2 or 3 things that you're really interested in and then get involved in those fields where people are doing things as groups, you know, to attend that type of thing. And I think you might have better luck that way.
You know what I mean?
No, I like that idea.
Okay.
Narrow it down. Absolutely.
Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have another one.
Well, no, I was just going to say I'm familiar with the Meetup app that she's talking about, and that is actually groups of people. It's different agencies or activity groups that post what their activities are, so people can go to it.
Yes,
it's not Meet Me, which is a dating site.
Yeah.
It's Meetup.
Gotcha.
So
I really want to
actually is
encourage you to
perfect for
get
what
back in
she's-
your art and don't be afraid to do it.
No,
Yes.
the art is what I enjoy. I try to do it at least a couple of times a week. But I have arthritis now in my hand, so there are days where it's just hard to hold the brush. But I don't give up. I push on.
Well, now you doing the artwork with your arthritis is actually helping you to be motivated, to help you with your hand motivation. Okay.
Yep.
And one thing that I am looking at with you as well is I love your positive energy that you have, and it's so awesome.
Thank you.
And
Well, you know, the world has been good to me, and that's how I look at it.
Absolutely, you know. And keep on doing it, you know. Keep on doing what you believe is right. However, I'm going to encourage you to eat more turnips and more celery.
Yeah, I'm not good with vegetables.
But celery, I understand. I've been eating a lot of celery. Yeah, and it's supposed to be very good for your arthritis.
But you know, Claire, that's where
really?
that's where a good part of your vitamins are in your vegetables. So yeah, try to find ones you like too.
You know, you're going to be around till you're 97 to 100 years old, darling.
Oh, well, you know, that's good news, as long as my mind is there with me.
What? Oh, hell, honey, who has a mind? Yeah, I think my mind sometimes drifts away a lot, and then I have to refocus it.
I had that discussion with someone today. I said, you know, I would rather live 5 years less and have a good quality life than live 5 years more and be in a nursing home and not know who I am or where I am.
Actually, I
So-
don't see you in a nursing home. I actually see you dying in your own room.
Well, that's good.
And there's you have a strong male guardian angel watching over you.
Really?
Yeah. Very, very powerful. I'm not sure if it's a grandfather or a dad or one of your husbands.
Well, it wouldn't be husband. My grandfather died when I was probably like 7 or 8.
Okay,
so,
that's the one. That's the one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't have. You don't have to know
Good.
them. You agree, Paul?
I agree.
You agree?
Yep.
Yeah. They know you, but you don't have to know them.
Gotcha.
Okay, and just be strong and powerful for what you're doing. Facebook me sometime. We'll talk back and forth. Okay.
Sure.
All right. Be strong and be beautiful. Thank you for calling.
I will. Thank you. Take care. Be
All
well.
right. Yeah, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Bye.
Yeah, little button right there. Yeah.
Same one.
I've known her for a long time.
Wow.
I've actually told her. I actually used to come to my event. Beautiful artist. Breathtaking artwork.
Yeah.
See, when I'm a firm believer. When you paint with love, and sometimes you have to. A lot of time when someone is an artist, and they start out a lot of time with a dark color, but then they can change it to beauty because that's how your emotions work, you know. And I really think that's important that we do this, and it's important that people understand that you don't always have to. You have to have the bad and the good in order, but you have to learn how to balance them out. You agree with that?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
So I'm going to ask you, if you want to, what do you see happening in 2020?
Oh. I don't know. You know what? I haven't even.
Not about it.
Well, I haven't thought about it because I'm just still busy in that working world, and that's a tough one.
I'll let you think about it. How about
Let me
you?
think about it.
As far as what do I see in 2020 for
Success and everything.
us?
Yeah, for all other people.
Well, I think it's interesting that you mentioned before we came on camera that I had said to you that things were going to take off for you when we first met, and that things have been. And I think one of the things that I see for you in 2020 is a continued on that path. Expanding more like you're doing with just outside the show, but expanding more on Facebook and other avenues to reach out to people. And I like what you did with kind of changing your focus and changing the name that you were using for your business.
Right.
I like it. I think it sets the right energy into what you want to be doing as opposed to what you were doing.
Yeah. One of the things that I had to do on spiritual readings by Reverend Norman, I had to get rid of all the political garbage.
Yes.
Because that doesn't fall suit at what I'm doing. You know?
Correct.
And every time I see it on there, it doesn't mean I'm giving up on politics.
Right.
You know, because that's one of my loves. But, and I listened to Trump. Oh my God, he was amazing. It was amazing. Of course, you can't tell them I'm Republican. But no, I go for the right person. I don't call
Right.
myself,
Right. I don't go for the parties necessarily.
But I was so
right.
impressed with Trump and what he's accomplished, And I know that obviously we got it for 3 more years.
Yeah. What I like about him is he's a real worker. He gets his hands dirty, not dirty, I don't mean dirty, but he gets in there and he does things, And if he wants something accomplished, sure, he puts people in the right place, but he doesn't just put the people in the right place and think they're going to do everything. He really is involved. I don't know how he's not having a heart attack right now. I really
Well,
don't.
I'm going to tell you now, I see him being reelected, obviously. But I only
hope
see
so.
him being able to serve 3 years because of health reasons for the last year.
And I think things just need to be cleaned up and kind of brought back to a reset point.
Let go. Democrats, let go. You're not going to win. You're actually wasting taxpayers' money.
Yeah, that's my biggest frustration is they're trying so hard to work against that they're wasting time that they could be using to work with and actually
And work
create
together.
something that both sides are happy
Correct.
with instead of just, trying to put up these blocks that aren't working.
Right, like once the decision has been made as to who's who, work with them at least 3/4 of the way, and then you can put some energy, but they just start right away.
Well, you know what, when you said that song, remember, Pretty Lopez, Wasted Days and Wasted Nights. This is what's going through, folks. I don't know why, but this is what we're doing. Wasted days and wasted nights and wasting the money, Millions and probably billions by now of all this stuff. Can't we take care of ourselves? Look what's happening up in Maine. I feel sad. You live in Maine, right?
I do.
I feel sad for you people.
Yeah, I do too, actually.
If someone that should be housed out, that should be your governor. But that's my opinion.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I don't even want to start talking about that.
I'm going to...
Don't start me.
We got viewers yet there, Scott?
Yeah, let's see. Susan Harper says, "Hi Norm, first time listening to your show live. What fun."
She's from Florida.
Oh.
Okay. Are you ready to do a reading on me?
A little bit later.
Oh, okay. How about you? A little bit later? Or
I'm going to defer. Ammo's
Defer?
doing his job over here, so.
Okay, well, how about if I do this?
All right.
How about if we read it on you? You want to do it now? Or
I'll get mine out and I'll just warm them up.
Okay.
I think I'll get them out.
There you
Oh.
go.
Okay.
Folks, we have a beautiful dog here. I'll have you take her up
Yes.
so everybody to walk.
Are you going to show him?
Yeah.
That's probably what he's waiting for. That's probably why he's being
Well,
asked.
he's a star.
Yeah, he knows the routine too. I come on Norm's show, I get shown off for everybody.
Yeah. Here is the star of the day.
So,
remember that
well,
10
before-
amateur hour? Who will
You
it
do.
be? Star of what's it called?
The star of the day, yep.
Who will it be?
I remember that show.
Just wait and see or something,
Something like
that.
your host. Something about your host too. I
Who
can't
remembers 10 Mac Amateur Hour, Star of the Day? If you do, give us a call or text us or whatever. Go ahead. We're
So
going to show you the star.
Yeah, before I bring him out, because I always try to do this without the microphone, nobody can hear me. Ammo is my medical service dog. He was trained and raised and bred by Guardian Angels out of Williston, Florida. They do a fantastic job. So he alerts medical issues. He is allowed public access wherever the public goes. And we'll.
Is he a gun toter?
Am I?
No, it's he.
Is he a gun?
Yeah, does he carry a gun?
Does he know? He's got guns. He
That'd be
doesn't
the
need
next one.
guns.
He doesn't
Yeah.
have to. He has teeth.
Yeah.
And his claws actually are pretty bad.
You know, people think because he's gentle and all that, but you know what? If somebody went to harm her, I wouldn't want to be in their way.
No.
Would you?
Nope. I wouldn't want to be there either.
See? Look at the camera. There you go. Oh, look at that.
Here we go. So that's Ammo.
There he is. There he is. Good boy. How old is he?
He is 6.5.
Now, how long does it take to train him?
They train generally for about 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Yep.
And you still train, right?
Yeah, it's a constant. So he got trained, and then we got paired, and then they trained me, and then we worked together. And so every day now, even though we've been paired over 4 years now, it's still 10 minutes of training a day. It's
Do you
a
bark
constant.
with him?
Do I bark with him? You know,
I'm being facetious.
he's not a big barker, and I'm glad for that. Yeah, he barks when it counts. He's not.
Now,
really
how
happy.
did now? When he watches your sugar level, right?
He helps me with my PTSD, and he alerts my sugar levels.
Now,
Yeah.
how does he do this?
So when my sugars go out of balance, he will do whatever he needs to do to get my attention. So he may kind of, paw at me. He may whine, but I'll know it's sugar because he will generally only give me 1 or 2 quick kisses if it's a kiss, but if it's sugar, he will just not stop licking. And it's kind of interesting. I don't know, this is just something he does, but he won't stop licking until he sees me take out my test kit. And he knows I'm taking care of the issue. And as soon as the test kit comes out, he goes and does his own thing. He's like, okay, she's got it.
This makes me I've been very emotional lately. I've been watching these TV shows. I'm starting to cry. I've never done this before, and all this stuff I like with him. See, folks, I believe that animals are smarter than human beings.
Yeah.
You can train a pot-bellied pig too. You know, you can train anything. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get a reading. All right. Am I gonna get pregnant?
It depends on what actions you take in the future.
Oh. So, you know, folks, even though we kid around at our readings, but we do take them very
We do.
seriously.
Yeah,
We
we
really
do.
do. I went and had a CAT scan done and all that stuff, and I said, "Oh my God!" I come out of the CAT scan. You're not gonna believe this. They said I was pregnant with twins, and I don't even know who the father is. And everybody's looking at me, and they didn't know, you know. But you know, when you go, I believe that when I go to a doctor, I try to have that positive attitude.
You have to.
You know, I'm seeing people, well, I'm sick, and they don't want to get better. I want to be better, don't you?
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
Now, what if you overcame your diabetes problem, or could you still be able to keep the dog?
Well, yeah, definitely, because he helps me with PTSD too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no matter, I mean, he's a keeper, right? No
Yeah.
matter how long you got. That's cool. You know, and he's got a good home. So look how content he is. Huh?
Yes, he's a happy guy.
Well taken care of.
I'm getting a reading from Paula
Paula, you're right.
Clark.
You
Got
got
him
it.
right. That's like with Eric. I'm getting what I don't know what Hardy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
And you're Piz. How do you McNay? Oh, hey folks, I'm learning.
You got the quiz. Okay, so do you have a question or an area? Issue question?
My health isn't going to get better.
Okay. All right, so why don't you pick 3 cards? Pick 3.
Oh, you want to pick 3?
I do.
Oh,
Warm 'em up.
3 is my number. I always work with 3s.
I like it.
Do you?
A lot, but not necessarily all the time. I should put my glasses on, I think I should.
Oh, you have to
Probably
too.
helps. Well, it makes it easier. I can see without them, but it makes it easier. So you want to know about your health. So this, to me, is saying right here that you, the dragonfly and the sun, is that you're taking care of. You're already being proactive, and you're taking care of what you need to take care of.
Can
He'll
hold
call
that up
coming
so
in.
people
Sure.
see it?
Need it again? Need it?
Oh, okay. Hello, welcome to Norm's Community Corner.
Hello, you want to know the song Star of the Day? Who will it be? And it's folks, it's up to you to tell us who is Star of the Day.
All right, very good. Thank you. Thank you.
Hang up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's singing in the background.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you
Good voice.
hold that up so people can actually see it? Maybe twice over that way.
What, the card?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep, so
You got to get it real close.
real close
Yeah.
to...
That's okay.
All right, yeah. I don't know the optics here. So this card is about a new day. So, and this one's saying that the new day has dawned already because you're already looking and knowing that you need to do that, and you're already moving into that space. The energy surrounding it now is perfect card, movement into balance. So it's telling you that, you're doing the things. And I look at this as night and day. You do what you need to do. The rainy part I look at is sort of like that's on the bottom now. So this is the stuff that you're doing that's very positive for that. And the self-love. And obviously that's why you're doing it, and that's part of that journey for you, okay? And so I think you're being more active in doing that and understanding that it's something that you really need to do. So those words right there, and that from those 2 words, self-love,
Yeah.
come all good things.
Yeah. Oh, awesome.
Yep, and you take care of yourself. Sun is shining. Heart looks good.
That's
Are
awesome.
you getting enough sleep?
Yep. I wake up every 2 hours to go to the bathroom. But
I
I'm
think
used
that's
to
what the
that.
moon was
Yeah.
telling me. Hey, it's
Yeah.
kind of in the...
But then, you know what? I like walking at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's peaceful.
It's quiet, yep.
Yes.
And I do a lot of my spiritual messages.
Well, I like it that time of night because as a physical empath, everything, the world has quieted down and my system goes, just like that.
Yeah.
So I just took a quick look because sometimes I draw an extra card for this. And it's to find the foundation of the issue. And this one is home. Okay? So this is, to me, saying that whatever you started from and however that influenced your life, that you're taking responsibility now in bringing yourself home.
Oh,
Okay.
that's awesome. That's right on the ball. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
It really is. Now, financial.
Ah,
Scott's supposed to be coming into a lot of money, so.
yeah.
see.
Okay.
Helpful too for that.
We both said we don't want anything we don't deserve.
So, slow but steady. So, is he, you said he's doing something to,
Right.
okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, wait. We
So
gotta go to
it
trial.
could be slow in the beginning, but steady. You know what I mean? So, and that's why I love these cards.
Mhm.
They're so good. And the turtle, that is always a good sign to me. That is always a sign that has to do with money and wealth. And I have no idea what this symbol really means, but I see that it's made of gold. And so I think that's good. And gold might be something that you guys might think of adding a little bit to the, once you get, things a little more settled. And I think you can arrive that way, and you already started that way because it's stripping illusions. So instead of maybe being a little ungrounded about it before, you guys are really buckling down and saying, feet on the ground, this is what we need to do. So slow but steady.
That's cool. Oh,
Okay, so
thank you.
try not to make decisions that are rushed,
Yeah.
but take time to really research, look them through. Okay.
That's awesome.
Okay.
It's got over $250,000 supposed to be getting.
Well, but sometimes
Then
that
when the
stuff.
Spirit said, I
But
believe
you
when the
still
Spirit
have to
bring
be
it
very
in.
careful with that amount,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and protect it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I want to butt in real quick
Okay.
on something you just said.
Okay.
Resonated with me and yelled. You said Scott and I don't want anything that we don't deserve.
Right.
You need to change that self-message.
Okay.
You deserve everything.
Oh,
You
okay.
deserve everything that you want.
Oh, thank
Okay?
you. And confirming what my Spirit is saying, too.
Mm-hmm.
But it is true. We deserve everything that we get.
And when you put it out there as I only want to get what I deserve, you're going to limit what you can actually, what you can have and what you can bring in.
Oh, another call.
That was a good catch.
Yeah, thank you for
Yeah.
confirming that. Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Hello, welcome to North Community Corner. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how we doing?
Good. How are you, sir?
Good. What can we do for you?
I just wanted to say it's my first time watching the show, but I plan to be watching it a lot more.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate that, don't we?
We do.
Because you've got a lot of good cases. May I do a quick reading on you?
I'm sorry, what was that, sir?
May I do a quick reading on you?
Yeah, you can, absolutely.
All right. Don't be afraid to accept new changes. Stop holding yourself back. Because you're a great character. You're a great person. And you got to start remembering that you have to take care of you first. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And I see you really are a caring person, aren't you?
I do my best. I
Okay.
care a lot about two of the people that are on the show right now.
Oh, you know these two people.
Yes, I do.
Six.
You admit it?
I admit that I know. Well, one of them is the love of my life.
Uh-oh. That your husband?
No.
So that's your wife? Oh. See, I like that. Next time they come on, you come with them. How's that?
I'll do my best.
Okay. Well, thank you for your call in, sir. Let the changes happen for you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for your call.
Yep, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. That you just confirmed when I was. The Spirit told me to stop doubting. Thank you for that message. And you
You're
too.
welcome.
Okay. That your boyfriend?
Mhm.
Uh-huh. We're in the mood for love, no matter what they say. My son used to call us, don't sing that. But, I have so much fun. I really do. Okay, we're going to have you shuffle these, and I'll have you do it after, all right? Okay,
I actually did shuffle those.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did those prior.
Okay, everywhere, take out 3 cards. I do the same thing you do,
I like the
3.
3 cards, yeah. It just seems to,
Don't look at them.
Oh,
That's okay.
then sometimes I pull extras, but that's okay.
you know what I do is I do the 3, and then I restack them,
Yeah.
and I look at the top and the bottom, and I look at the top as kind of the overlying what's going on. These are more the specific question cards, and then the bottom is like the summary.
See, with me, I don't ask the specific questions. I let the spirit ask. Okay? Spirit guides.
Oh, I like that one.
See, isn't that what we're doing today? We're allowing the spirit to guide us. We're allowing the spirit to say, we know what like when you came through that message, you wouldn't have never thought of that to the spirit. You agree?
Correct.
Okay?
Yep.
And with the readings that you did, I cannot read a card on my own. I used to think I could, I had the spiritual guides, and I was a great being, and I did this, and I did that, Then all of a sudden the spirit said, who the hell do you think you are? You're not that great person. I can take it away from you. And I didn't like that idea at all. But I had to lose it all to rebuild. Because I was one that would say, oh, I wonder how, I would criticize everybody. And then one of my very good friends says, if you talk about them, what do you say about me?
Exactly.
And and it's really true.
Yeah.
And I
It's
had
true.
to start looking in the mirror. And I know I am the most gorgeous person in the world. Aren't you gorgeous?
I am. And you are too.
Of course, aren't you?
Absolutely.
And of course, our big dog there, he's a star.
He's a hunk of
He's the
burning love
mostest.
down there.
He's the mostest.
Yeah. I love you. If you don't love yourself, you can't truly love other people.
Very true.
Okay? And I don't mean, I love it when people say, I love my children, I love my husband, or my girlfriend. I'll say, but do you love you? Well, then you don't love them. And you get mad.
Yeah.
Holy, they get really upset, You have a child, right?
I do.
You have 2?
Only one made it.
You got one that passed?
I believe I did, but it was.
It was a twin? Yeah.
No, it wasn't a twin.
Okay.
No.
Well, the one that didn't make it is you're guiding you all the time. Okay. The one that made it is pretty good kid, huh?
Yes, she
Is it a boy?
absolutely is. Girl.
Girl,
Yeah.
very spoiled.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think I spoiled her.
But you spoil her with love. Let's put it that way.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Isn't there a difference between you don't just want my monetary things for?
Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't have it, to be
No.
honest with you. I'm
But
a single
isn't
mom.
it true? But we should spoil her with love,
Yes.
and we all three just have an abundance of love.
Well, and with my presence and my attention, there's a lot of helicopter parents.
Yeah.
And, I didn't try to be overbearing. I really tried to guide her. We got another call coming
Oh
in.
wow. Okay.
You ready?
Welcome to Norm's Community Corner.
I'm going to tell Mike if you sing anymore.
Oh, hi, Mary. Uh-oh. Mary, did you get my text about Saturday?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I text you. Saturday we're having a meatball and sub grinders and some homemade potato chips if you'd like to come.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Okay. How you feeling?
Pretty good. My back has been acting up again.
Uh-oh.
And stuff, so what can you say? Getting old. I
No.
love that
Well, we
dog.
might only own the numbers, Mary. This is Cruising with Mary, who is on every Thursday from 5 to 6 and channel 23. You're also on Facebook with it too, right, Mary?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And I would definitely encourage people to watch it,
Yeah.
Mary is a good soul. And how's the kitty cats doing?
They're doing good. In fact, I have my princess sitting on me,
Uh-huh.
and my other two are gone to bed.
Oh.
The two sisters, and my old lady, she's sitting over there in the corner where she likes to sleep.
And I was just, listening about your dog being the diabetes. I'm supposed to take 6 shots a day, being very bad diabetic.
Yeah.
And they wanted to get me one a few years back. The smell, the sugar on you and all that is just what they do.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want one, but I have 2 cats that I brought up from birth. And my Crystal baby, she's the one that will smell the sugar either high or low. She will come to me, even in the middle of the night. She will come to me, slap me, and kiss me. Right for the refrigerator.
Yeah.
And then she'll hit the refrigerator like saying, it's time to do something.
Yeah.
See, animals know more than we do.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah.
You know. And Big Boy, he comes and lays beside me every night, and I have to share. And she has a cat that when we go to Market Basket, I have to buy a chicken for the cat.
Yeah, that's Crystal.
Yeah. And so, yeah. So, Mary, at 4 o'clock Saturday, pop on over.
All righty, we'll do.
Okay. You get. I'm sensing you need to take a nap today.
Yeah, I've been kind of, I don't know why, but the last couple of days, I just want to nod off. I don't know why, but it's just, I'm going, no, it's not. I won't sleep at night.
Yeah. But I really would suggest you do it for an hour.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
alrighty.
Yeah. Okay. Who's your guest tomorrow?
I think it's Jim and Mary.
Oh, yeah. Jim just started his own show, so up in Mary and I. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the more the merrier.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Thank you, Mary. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye, girls.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye now. Spiritual guides. We all have them. We have many of them. People think that we don't, but we have male and female. We have, a lot. Your spiritual guides are actually from Russia.
Really?
Yeah. Very powerful. The man is very powerful and very dominating, so his wife has to really push it back a little bit, And I also will tell you that you also know you were a medicine woman in your past life as well. Okay. Do you do a lot of Indian things?
I do some. I wouldn't classify it as a lot. I think I take from a lot of different backgrounds, a lot of different modalities. Yeah.
You need to look towards. Remember how I just said about the Indian spiritual guides?
Mm-hmm.
You need to look more into Mother Nature. Do you live near a wooded area?
Not any longer. I live close enough that I can go to a wooded area.
Okay. Do you live near a wooded area? You
No.
two live together?
Yeah,
Oh.
we used to, but they just knocked down all the woods to build houses. So,
Sad.
yeah, it really is sad.
That's sad. People don't appreciate Mother Nature. Then they wonder why the animals are running free.
Yep.
And all that.
They don't understand the need to be able to have that space to go out
Mhm.
and just sit quietly. No.
Yeah.
You have a bear that comes through your yard every once in a while.
At least one of the yards, and the graveyard that I take care of, that was a bear that went through there.
And they appreciate you taking care
Yeah.
of them.
Oh,
too.
good. That's a good sign, because I'm wearing one right now.
Yeah. That's like your animal guide. Okay. We all have animal guides. We all do.
Mhm.
Okay. And the one thing I will also tell you is that you have a wolf that's an animal guide. That's why you actually have, because if you look at it, it's the similarities of a wolf.
Yes, very
Okay,
much.
it's very protective. And I'm going to tell you now, if someone tried to harm you, they would not get too far away. Okay.
Oh, heck no.
People think because the animals are meat mild, like your dog, meat mild. Like my little dog, my little Chihuahua there, she had 2 people that would come in and oh, I want a reading done, and also her little tail going something like that. I wish I'd had a video camera. Picture 2 oversized people running down the porch.
Well, I'm telling you right
Oh
now,
my
the dogs, they know the dogs
Yeah.
will kick their butt.
They know,
They do.
One of the things I'm also looking at, go slow in a relationship. Don't rush it. Be you. Don't try to be something that you're not. But just don't be controlling. You understand what I mean by
Yep.
that, too. And I'm sure your friend's listening.
I'm sure.
Oh, awaken the inner forces. In other
Oh,
words,
that's a different one.
awaken your inner spirit. Don't be afraid to do the tarot cards more. because I'll put you in my event. I'll have you two come and do an event.
Okay.
Okay? And it'll be a fee to come in with whatever money you make, okay?
Great.
But don't be afraid to loosen up a little bit more, Don't be afraid to dance around in your apartment. Do a belly dance. Do whatever. Loosen up your body. People running high when I do my belly dance. And that's okay. But get out of that shell and start being more you. You understand what I mean by that, right?
Yeah.
You're very protective of everybody, but you're not protecting yourself. And you need to do that more. Does that make sense to you?
Where have I heard that before?
You wouldn't know
idea.
where you heard that before, would you? Take out 2 more.
I'm afraid now.
Ooh, you're building a house.
I feel like it.
See, you should have done
yeah.
it first so that you could come back
Right.
on me.
Here we go again.
Ready?
Welcome to Norm Community Corner.
Hi, Norm.
Hi there.
Bear Spirit Walking on Facebook.
Who's
Paula
that?
and Pam's spiritual brother over here in Southbrook, Maine.
Who's that?
Hey,
Watching the show.
how do you like it so far?
Really enjoying it.
Good.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's going to be a Republican year. You know that, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We need to ask Sister Paula to pull that microphone a little closer for us deaf old folks.
Paula.
Yeah. Pull your microphone.
Is mine okay, Bear, or
I can hear you now.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay, is that better?
Well, I just wanted to call and let you know I really enjoyed the show, and it's good
Thank
to
you.
see Pam and the dog there today.
Okay.
And Norm, keep up the good work.
Oh, thank you. That really, that made my day. Thank you. I want you to come on
All
my
right.
show sometime.
I shall do that. I'll come up with Paula sometime.
Okay, I'm going to hold you to it.
All right. Have
All
a
right.
good afternoon.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Awesome. So you're pretty popular.
Family.
One of the things you have a son.
Do I have a son? I have 2 sons.
How old is your oldest one?
33.
You have a grandchild?
Not yet.
Are you ready to have one?
Yes, but that'll be from probably my younger son. He's 28.
Okay, I knew she and twins.
Okay.
You have a son that's undecided who he is sexually?
No, he's pretty decided.
Okay. They're both pretty smart.
Mm-hmm.
And you did a good job at raising them.
Thank you.
Okay.
Tried.
Wasn't always easy, was it?
Of course not. I don't think parenting ever is.
Oh, no. That's what I look at. I am so blessed. But I never knew when a single parent had to. You were a single parent? Oh, my God, the work is never done.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do the laundry, you have to cook dinner.
And you have
go
to be
work.
mom and dad.
Oh, yeah. So that's why on Mother's Day and Father's Day, aren't we both?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But I have no regrets.
No, we can't.
Would I do it again? Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because it makes you who you are.
Mm-hmm.
My son and I have become very close. Like this Saturday, we're going to have the sub sandwiches. Last week he made chicken croquettes and we came over.
Oh, I love
Nice.
Yep. And he's accepted Scott and I being partners
Good.
together, which
Good.
is cool.
That is good.
That's the biggest point.
Yeah.
Chaos.
You gotta see this.
Doesn't that hit her? Would you be happy?
At times.
Would you be happy if you didn't have chaos?
I would be happy with less chaos. How's that?
But you create a lot of your own creativity.
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You create a lot of your own chaos.
Okay.
Yeah, And I think that's it. Because you'll invent something that isn't there.
I do overthink things.
Yeah, he's fine. I am patting the star of the show. I think you thought something was happening when I spoke loudly like that.
Maybe.
You're a good boy.
Well, he'll
But
feel your adrenaline
chaos,
raise up
yeah,
too.
Yeah. And probably my sugar level, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things I will tell you is that you're never going to have anything without chaos in it.
Oh, I know that.
Okay. I would also tell you to start writing a journal.
I do.
Okay. And I would tell you not be afraid to publish it. I'm okay. Thank
To
you.
publish it? Oh, I don't know about that. I will. I am, though, writing a book. I've taken a little break from it, but I do have a book started that I will someday publish.
Well, me too. I'm starting my journey into the spiritual world, what my title's going to be.
Nice.
I think we all know when we're children. I think we all know. See, look at that. I don't know how you get a close up of him. Can you get a close up of him?
It's just
Brandon?
dark in that corner, and he's dark.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. But we can. But I know. I think haven't you always known that you have a gift, but yet we didn't understand it.
I probably didn't know until I was almost a teenager. Probably a teenager.
Yeah. Okay. Because I can remember my father saying that's the devil, or or stuff like that, Or I always knew and different things, and I love what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I can remember one time that I was sleeping in my bedroom, and all of a sudden these little white orbs. I thought they were ghosts. It's creepy. Sunday shower, like terrifying. I slept. I put my head under the pillow and all that, and they still didn't go. All of a sudden I heard a voice saying, "We're here to protect you,"
Oh,
Oh, wow.
and they are.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't they here to protect you, aren't I? Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Aren't they here to take care of us? And we have to allow them to work with us.
Mm-hmm.
A very good friend of mine, Emmett Wildfire, said to us, when we were talking about angels and like that, she says, we all have angels. They will wait with you as long as you want, but if you need help, they're there to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, you beat cancer.
Yeah? I did not know that.
You had the germ there, but because you're dieting and changing it around a lot,
Mm-hmm.
so you're actually beating it. Okay.
Good.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he just got something stuck on his nose, and I'm like that mama that can't leave it.
Yeah, right.
You got what?
He just has something stuck on his nose, and I'm like that mother that can't leave it alone.
Mother.
We all are.
Courage.
We all are. We're like,
Yeah.
let me wash that.
Exactly.
Ooh, nice.
You're learning how to have courage. You're learning how to take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
In order for you to love somebody else, I think you need to learn how to take care of you. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Because if you don't, then you are lost.
Yeah.
Like, what's it, the bear spirit?
Mm-hmm.
I love. He and I communicate all the time.
Yeah, he's good. He's
really very
a font
spiritual.
of knowledge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why I want him. Now he said, when you guys come on, you heard him, right? When you come on, know. Remember how I told you that you're an old soul ancestry?
Oh, I like that.
You two are cousins in your past life.
No doubt.
You've always been connected one way or the other.
I can believe that.
Okay? You've always been connected one way or the other throughout your past life. At one time, you were married 6 times.
Pretty close this time.
Oh, hell, nothing to everybody? That's just cool, huh? You did once?
No.
That many you can't remember them all?
2, 3?
You've been twice. I've been 3.
Twice technically married.
Well, yes, legally.
Now I'm in a relationship. You might as well be married.
Right.
So
How long
3.
been together?
Oh gosh.
See, I call that a marriage, even if you don't have
Oh
that
yeah,
paper,
it's been a long.
you know.
No, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Everybody says, well, don't you and Scott get... No, we don't believe in that garbage. And not only that, but if we got married, I'd lose some of my money in the retirement, which we shouldn't do. But Scott and I
I know
have a
what you
good
mean.
relationship.
Yeah.
And I think that's important. Take out one more.
Gonna go deep.
Oh, I am going to make a comment again.
I know you were holding yourself back there. I was like, is he going to do it? Is he not going to do it?
I got to remember on TV, they wouldn't appreciate it.
Good filter. Good filter.
Self-involved. See how these are all hitting you? Self-involved. You got to take better care of you emotionally. And I'm going to tell you now, when you do take better care of you emotionally, TSTD or however you pronounce it, you're diabetes. I'm not going to say you're going to be cured. That's not going to happen. But the more you take care of you and the more you eat a little healthier, it's not getting so, oh, it's my fault that John Henry doesn't love me anymore. I just drove him away. Do you understand what I mean by that, right? And that your children come around to see you often?
Not enough.
As often as they're supposed to be, right? But you know what? You can still say spiritual love
Yeah, and we do. I mean, we communicate.
that's
I'd love to
important.
see them more than I do,
Yeah.
but
That's
they're
so- yeah.
they're good. They're good kids. They're doing what they need to do on their own.
My son and I talked to each other 2 or 3 times a day. His phone will mess up and I get the blame for it, but that's okay, you know. But the one thing I want you to become more self-involved. In other words, it's okay to have an ego.
Okay.
You know, just don't let it go blow out of proportion.
Mhm.
Because I know what that's like too, you know. I've had an ego where I didn't think I'd go through the door with it. The Spirit says to me, who the hell do you think you are?
Yeah.
You know, and all that. And I've had a golden sword put in my back to pull out all that.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah. You know, folks, being a spiritualist like you and I, you don't ever think it's an easy journey.
It's no different than anybody else's.
Nope. And I love when people think, oh, you must make a lot of money at what I do. You know, wrong.
Yeah.
I love it. Don't get me wrong. I make money at it, but I love what I do. Don't you?
Yeah.
You know. Now you're a medical technician, right?
Not a technician, no. I'm doing medical transcription.
Oh, that's a lot
So
of
I'm a
precise
word
work.
person.
Oh, so you have to be pretty accurate, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, usually it's pretty accurate. We just really cover what everybody else has written, and then it's
Now
right.
you have to cover their mistakes.
No. Well, yeah, if we find anything, but we don't find mistakes in the medical stuff. We're looking more for just content and
You work in an office or at home.
office.
Yeah. For you, that's a good idea. And the reason
Yeah.
being, I don't want you to be introverted, because you could
Right.
very easily become
Oh.
introverted.
Yeah, very easily.
By the way, your husband's either getting a new job or getting a bonus.
Probably. Well, a new job would be because he works from the Navy Yard. So, but he could get a bonus. Yeah.
He had a lot of back issues.
Yes, he probably does.
But he won't tell you.
Oh, I know because I see him walk.
Yeah.
See, I'm a massage therapist too, so I know exactly what's going on. But he doesn't have to tell me.
He should do that Bowman that works.
Hmm?
That Bowman's.
Oh, the Bowen?
Oh my God, she did it on TV. I think I snored. But then I have an acupuncture coming on my show in April, I think it is. I'll have to check it out. And I'm going to try them out too, you know. I do want to get better because I just
I've been
joined
told
the
my
gym.
massages are just as good as Bowen, if not
Oh
better.
my God, here, girl. You know, I'm a firm believer that when a lot of people sit and go to chiropractors, and I'm not knocking chiropractors. Well,
Depends, you know.
yeah,
I think it's.
because,
I think when it comes to a chiropractor myself,
yeah.
that is really a gift.
Mm-hmm.
And you really have to be able to palpate and hear and understand and feel the body,
Yeah.
which I think that's the difference for me because I've had both.
But, yeah. But I'm a firm believer in deep body massages. Such a cute, you know, and I have to behave myself, you know. But I'm a firm believer massages work almost as good as a every like a chiropractor, every doctor or whatever, they all have a reason for being here, you
Right.
know. We don't have to agree with them. We don't have to like them. The other thing, you know, same with a veterinarian and all that. I mean, my granddaughter, made a 3.9 average in college, and so she's on the president's list. So
Nice.
from almost losing, remember, 4 years ago
Wow.
to suicide to what she is now. And by the champagne taste.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, she wants a Mercedes.
Wow.
Her boyfriend has a Mercedes. No, so they're very good for each other. you know.
Good.
But I definitely see 2 children in your youngest child. Is he in a relationship?
Yeah, he's getting married actually in October.
That's a long-lasting relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does he hear from his father?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Do you talk to his father at all?
No.
No, okay. Just sit in love, spiritual love.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no hard feelings. Just after, he turned 18, there really wasn't, or 20th.
Yeah.
It just wasn't need.
I talk to my ex-wife occasionally. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have them. You know, I mean, when divorced, what am I going to do? You know, we've been divorced almost 40 years now, 35 years.
Mm-hmm.
I always congratulate her on that. I said, congratulations, we've been divorced now 35 years. Isn't that mean?
Kind of.
Well, we got divorced on a Tuesday, and she got married on a Friday, so,
Wow.
Oh.
yeah. But you know what? She's happy. I'm happy for her. I really am. I can't hold grudges. I don't know how, and nor do I want to. How about you?
No, I don't. I mean, I might. Once in a while, I can.
Yeah.
If somebody really, really
But it
irritates
doesn't
me.
last long, does it?
It depends.
Yeah. That's like when I went up to my
Depends
hometown.
on what and why.
Yeah, I usually held a grudge against the people in my hometown when I grew up. And it was evil because half the people there didn't even remember who I was and all that stuff. So I went to this pond. Boy, water is great to yell over.
Yeah.
You know? It
Yeah.
really is. And if you listen, the water will yell back at you.
Well,
You know?
totally.
Who's John? No, James.
I'm not sure. I lived with a James a while back, years ago.
Okay, he wants to come back into your life.
That's unfortunate.
But I'm just saying, he needs to make a lot of amends. And there again, this is where you build you know how we show courage and inner spiritual being? This is where you're going to start saying no, you know. Love you. Truly love you. Smack them in the head if they don't, you know. I don't care which head, but smack them in the head. Show them who the boss is. You're a good cook when you want to be, aren't you?
Yeah.
You enjoy
I can
cooking?
be. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
You enjoy cooking?
Yes.
Your
Baking.
mother live with you?
Baking. And
Yes, I
all.
like baking better. But I don't mind cooking,
Yeah.
usually. Just,
Scott's a great cook, a great baker. I gave him them basically in the room.
Yeah.
Like he'll make an apple pie or a mince pie or you like pumpkin pie?
I do.
He does too.
I like squash pie better though.
Well, I've never had that.
Oh, it's really
it's
good.
good, yeah.
To me, it has more flavor, a lot more dense flavor than a pumpkin pie. Pumpkin is a lighter flavor.
We'll have to try that squash pie. You know? And I like a mincemeat pie. And when they call it pork pie,
Pork pie?
French
Yeah.
pork pie or something like that. Problem is, I have to be careful what we eat. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moderation.
I'm learning. I'm a learning. Gotta get the energy on.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Shuffle them up. One thing I will
what they all
tell
say.
you now, you need a new car.
Really? I like my car.
Can you afford to keep repairing it?
Oh, that one fell out.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. No, not if it gets big. You know, if it
And
regular
hold me right
stuff.
away. I'm looking at maybe 6 or 9 months.
Oh, okay, I can handle that.
No speeding.
I don't generally. I used to. I used to be really
Then just
bad.
keep it under control.
Yeah, I've calmed that down.
Limitless. you have limitless energy.
Most of the time. I
Okay.
would say that's
But when
true.
you get tired, you can get very tired.
Yes, and I'm
you
in
can
that
crash
point
out.
right now
Yeah,
for a
you
couple
know,
of days. Yeah.
You need to go. When was the last time you and your husband went away for a couple of days?
Never.
You really need. You know, get some cherry chocolates, candlelight.
I like. You know what's funny? I don't like cherries in the chocolate, but I like the juice that they put around
Ooh,
the
that
cherry
juice
and the
is best.
cream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's cherry.
Well, it makes me dream I might get a number. But you have limitless energy. But when you get exhausted, you get very exhausted, and
I
no
do.
one can take that away. Okay. And then you get cranky.
I've been told that I do get cranky.
You actually have hypoglycemic.
I think
Yes.
so.
You're
Yes.
just the opposite of what she
Yes,
has,
yeah.
actually. And when you're very compulsive. When you clean, you clean. When you cook, you can cook.
Yeah, I
When
get
you
into little
sleep,
things. Yeah.
You can sleep. But when you get angry, I'm getting out of your way until you.
Everybody does.
And that makes sense. You know? You can yell the roof off the house.
Everybody's familiar with my term. I'm gonna punch you in the head.
So they all. That's what Eric was laughing on, huh? But one of the things I will actually see, there's a lot of new people that are coming into your life when you're doing paranormal, right? And there's a lot more people coming into it, and they're going to be, you know, really hungry for it. But you got one gentleman that's going to be wants to join your group, and I'm not comfortable with it because he's going to think he knows it all.
I think that's already there.
Okay. Now, Spirit. No, he's the head one of them.
Huh?
Who runs the?
Oh no, he's not involved in that. No, it's called Stirs.
Okay.
The one that
Sure.
I'm in
Yeah.
right now.
Because there's one that thinks he knows it all. And he's going, well, we're going to do it this way. We're going to do it that way.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is then.
Okay, you'll know.
It could be, it could be somebody coming.
And I like that one. What's her name? Adam. I can't remember her first name.
Jamie.
Huh?
Jamie.
Jamie. What a sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and she's the one that the spirit comes out and talks to her. She's the only one I've never had to come out and talk to her. You know, give me two more, whatever you want. I'm looking for love in all the wrong places.
I keep getting women with this crazy hair. What does that mean?
Your intuition, in other words.
We had that issue earlier today.
You've got to use your intuition a little bit more than you have been.
A little bit more. Look at their hair.
Beautiful, isn't it? Don't hold your feelings back. If you hurt somebody's feelings, to heck with it. That's, you're not meant to be gentle.
No, I don't think so.
Because you have to be more right. You're too gentle when you do it because you don't want to hurt people's feelings. Me, I like being. I've been cold. I'm very cold, but you know what? That's who I am.
Yeah, she doesn't have a problem worrying about hurting other people's feelings.
And then there are type of
maybe
people
once upon a time, but she's moved past that.
I'm over that.
Yeah.
Because, when you hit like 50 and you're kind of over that.
I know. I'm still working on that.
If they come to you or me, and I have a feeling you as well, that, you know what? You're not going to tell them what they want to hear. You're going to tell them what it's like.
Well, that's what it is. I mean,
There's more confirmation.
Especially if they come for a reading.
Yeah.
If you come for a reading, you come for clarity.
Yeah. And then I met a lady on the phone today. She'll be coming on the show. All excited. Her name is Lana. She's a medium. And I got a hold. I got I love all these people, and I love confirmation, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I am sad that one of the people that was pregnant had a miscarriage, but like I told her, that's always a reason why. That is because a lot of times people can't handle it. Could be a child could be having a mental illness or maybe being sick or whatever. So the spirit says, you know what, it's time to go back home. Mm-hmm. But I also believe that the spirit will give them another child as well.
Mm-hmm.
You had a miscarriage.
Yes.
Actually, you had two.
One that I know of.
A lot of times when we're laying on the one thing, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I always get the monthly friend shall we call it.
Yeah.
Hot in here, isn't it? And then you would have had twins, and they would have been one would have been Down syndrome, the other would have been handicapped as well. So the spirit knows whether you can have it, handle it, or not. You had one.
I think I did.
Your daughter is pretty intelligent, isn't she?
She's very intelligent.
What does she do?
She takes care of what is that with computers? She
IP.
Yeah.
She's got a new position coming if she wants.
Sure, yeah, she does.
Does
She's just offered it. Yeah.
All right. I hope she takes it.
Oh, she did. Yep. She
did. Good. Double the money.
It is. Well, she's. It is some more money. So.
Yeah. Actually, she'll eventually working for a big company when she'll be making $100,000 a year or more.
Nice.
And she'll be doing a lot of traveling. So pack up your suitcase.
Well, she's doing a lot of traveling with the one that she's in.
Yeah, she's going to be doing
fair amount.
Be prepared to travel with her. Do you have a passport?
It's the second time somebody's asked me that.
We're just talking about that.
Yeah, I know. I'm supposed to get one. I know. I got to get going.
I found that I can't get on a bus without a real card.
Yes.
In New Hampshire, a real card, so I got to go figure out how to get one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Because Scott and I plan on doing a lot of traveling this summer.
Mm-hmm.
You having throat problems?
I'm getting over a cold.
But your tonsils are very weak.
I don't have my tonsils anymore.
Yes, you do.
Oh, they took something out.
No, they're growing back.
Ugh.
I don't see a problem with them, but I do say that. A lot of times tonsils will grow back.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just have really big ones.
I had huge ones.
And one side was something like a lot huger than the other ones, and then they slowly sort of.
Yeah, both of mine were enormous.
What?
As they slowly kind of, as I got older, they got smaller, but they were huge.
Did you say something about that? Was that you talking, or was that him?
No, I heard somebody moving over there,
Oh.
but I didn't hear it. I didn't hear any speech.
I'm feeling like $1 million. I'm walking on air. Remember that song?
Yes.
Okay. Who sang that?
Oh,
Anybody know who
walking
sang
on
that?
sunshine. Oh, yeah, that one.
Katrina and the Wave.
I don't
Oh,
know.
this is way back when, wasn't it?
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure.
I listen to a lot of Pandora music,
Mm-hmm.
the old country music. That's the music of ours, I'm concerned, heartaches by the number, trouble by the score. I don't know if my sister wants to know. I'm probably texting saying no singing. Yeah.
Yeah, don't listen to me for my singing.
Ooh, a warning. You got where you work. Is it a fairly big office or
Yeah.
a lot of jealousy in there?
It's a it's a lot of women.
But you kind of stay to yourself, don't you?
Yeah, I'm kind of in a little corner by
And you
myself.
like it better that way.
Oh, sure.
Because the one thing that's good for you is that they don't know your business and you don't want them to know.
Mhm.
You only allow them to know. I'm also, do you heat by oil?
Do I what?
Heat your house by oil?
Yes.
Have you had your oil line checked?
I don't know the last time it was checked, but we rent, so there's a landlord involved in that. So
You're going to get him to
I can have a look at it. Yeah.
Can I spell oil?
Okay.
Okay. I don't to be wrong, then to be right. You got a good landlord?
Yes, he's a pretty good guy.
Well, you take care of everything on your own, right?
We do take care of most of that stuff.
That's what
yeah.
you appreciate.
Yeah.
You want to buy that house?
No, not that one.
You're going to have a chance. I do see you buying your own house.
Would be nice, probably.
And so it's going to be like a Cape Cod or?
Yeah, I'd like a small one.
Yeah. It's going to have.
Although I got a lot of stuff.
Oh, you're a hoarder.
Well, not really. I just do a lot
You're
of
a hoarder.
stuff.
Isn't she a hoarder? She just doesn't
She's a
like to part with
collector.
things. Collector.
She's
That's
a
a better
collector.
word. Okay.
Disorganized. There's purpose for it.
Usually.
But
Usually.
Lately, there hasn't been.
does your mother live with you?
No. She's in nice senior housing.
Yeah. She's been happy where she's at.
She loves
Mhm.
it. Yeah.
She meets a lot of new people.
She does.
I am also concerned about her getting early dementia.
She already has
Mhm.
it
She does,
badly.
okay.
Yeah.
And they put up with it. The nurses love her and the staff. They take very
Well, there's no nurses that there. It's sort of like just seniors that just
you know,
need
take
a
care of each other.
kind of right now. So
How old is she?
84.
80, yeah, I don't know. She's 80. I was gonna say 3, but
Yeah, she'll be 85 this year.
I want you to know she's not in pain. Okay.
yeah,
She's happy in her own little world. I don't want to be
Yeah,
she's going to
yeah.
say that. But just to let you know your dad's watching over her.
I figured.
Okay. And they actually sleep together at night spiritually.
Oh,
Okay.
well, that's good. She can
Was your
use-
dad a smoker?
I think he was when he was younger, but he didn't do it very long.
Because I smell like cigarette smoke.
She used to be a
Oh,
big
so
smoker.
she was a smoker.
They did actually, because when I was small, they both smoked in the house. Yeah.
Do you have an uncle that passed?
Yes.
He's with your dad.
Okay.
Your family, you know how we talked about ancestry on your part? Your family have a lot. You have a lot of old ancestry.
Mm-hmm.
We do, all the way back to Scotland.
Are you're Scottish too?
Mm-hmm.
Good people, aren't we?
That's what this is from.
Yeah. Good. And Scots and Irish.
Yep.
Good people.
They're very good people, hardworking, a little touched sometimes.
Get a little melty sometimes. Any
You
reason
mostly,
for it?
yeah. I think back in the day they did.
Back in the day. We still
I would
are.
encourage you to get your kilt.
You know, we looked into that. We know what it is, right?
Yeah, I know what the tartans are.
I have an armor.
That would be cool.
I thought about getting the kilt and wearing it with high heels.
There you go.
But I
Thigh-high
think that- Would that
boots.
be insulting to the Scotland if I wore high heels?
I don't know. I'd want to put weights down on the bottom. So
There you
and just
go.
randomly flip it up.
Right.
Take out one more.
I'm gonna go digging for this one.
Now, your husband's mother, is she still around?
Yes.
Okay, you get along okay with her?
Oh yeah. She's a good woman.
She told me that if it wasn't for you, he wouldn't be anywhere.
That could be true.
And he had a mind of his
Slightly.
own, but he was like a lost butterfly, so to speak.
Yeah, he
He's
was.
always been a hard worker.
Yes, he was. Yes, he is. He was the youngest child, and I think that every other ones kind of were out a little bit ahead of him. So yeah.
Yeah. Inner strength.
Yep. That would
When
be
you
me.
need to, you can call on your inner strength. Don't be shy about it.
Oh,
Don't
I'm
be
not. That's
that.
my card. Ask my sister.
One of the people where you work is going to try to give you some problems. That's why I asked you about the morning, okay?
Yeah.
And the funny part is even the work that you do your own work, if you make a mistake, you will own up to it.
Mm-hmm.
This other person will try to make like you made a mistake and it was her that made that mistake,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Okay.
And you don't back down from anybody.
No.
Neither do you.
Absolutely not.
You have before, but you're not going to do it anymore, are you?
Mm.
Especially when you're in the right.
Yeah.
You know, that's like, if I'm in the right, I'll stick to my, when I'm in the wrong, I'll be the first one. It hurts. Oh. It hurts to apologize. Or I'll say something, oh my God, it hurts me to be good or whatever. Doesn't it hurt?
It does, but I call it hurtful cleansing.
Right. And I like that. I see you repainting your kitchen over.
Yeah, I don't know about the one that we're in because it was done a while ago and it's serviceable, but I've looked around and thought about it. But
I've thought about, okay, what if I told you in 2 years I see you getting your house?
that would be nice. That I would paint.
That, yeah, it's going to be a fixer-upper. Not so much on the outside,
Right.
but on the inside, because you're not going to like the colors, and you're not going to blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
And actually, you can do a lot of it on your own.
yeah. I
You're
usually
pretty
do.
talented. Both of you are pretty talented that way.
I love
Not
doing that
me.
stuff.
I get more on me than I do on anything else. My daughter-in-law takes the whole apartment over, and it's beautiful. It's
Mhm.
I'm not going to get my nails dirty. Oh, God, no.
Heck no. If there was
That's
somebody
what I-
else to do it and I thought they did as good a job, I'd let somebody else do
No,
it.
see, I love doing that
But
stuff.
they'll never do the job that you do. You're a perfectionist,
Yeah, probably.
and you want it done the right way.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, right? OCD.
That's like with me. I get up at a certain time, I go for my walk, and I have dishes maybe from the night before, and I got to make sure they're done, and that's my routine. I put the coffee pot in, then I go on the computer, and then I might lie down for a little while. I get all nervous when I break my routine.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like when I go grocery shopping, I have my comfort zone, I go this way. I try to reflect, I get back, I have a hard time with it. If you two decided to do readings together, what would you call your business?
Hell on Wheels.
That's a good name. That's a good name. I like that.
I don't know. Just popped in my head.
That's a good
I
one.
just like being a wise guy sometimes. It's
Why
from
not?
It's from growing up between two boys.
If you can't be yourself on this show, then it's not worth the time. You know what I mean?
No.
We got a couple from Nigeria on this phone one time.
Wow.
I've been blessed. I've had from all over the world, all over the country. Yeah,
That's
I'm
interesting.
blessed. Yeah.
Very interesting.
I'm going to have you talk about what you do with paranormal, and I'll be right back in.
Okay.
Okay, you can do it, right? For
Sure.
5 minutes? Okay.
I guess.
Turn this over to Paula and Pam. I'll be right back, folks. Then I'll do some more.
Okay. All right. So you want to interview me?
Yeah. There you go.
So what do I do with the paranormal? At this point, I basically, I'm part of a group, and I'll be the person who checks out the property on a psychic level, just to see what's there, what can be the problem, because I look for the problems that people are having. So, I use a notebook, and that way I like writing things down, first of all, because sometimes the information comes so quick, and I don't want to try to balance the remembering, because that takes me out of that moment. So I use a notebook. I jot notes as I get information. And then later on, I'll look at that information. So I just let the information flow. I do a remote read first, and then I will do a read on the property, just to see if I can get any further information that I didn't pick up the first time. So it's the way I do it is usually through my sensing. So my body is my tool. I use all the tools that I have. So information might come in visual, auditory, but my primary sense is a feeling sense or a knowing sense. How am I doing?
Perfect, actually.
So I can't think of anything else that, a lot of times what I do find is that we live in an earth that's electromagnetic, and it has water on it, it has minerals on it, and it has a lot of our energy that's affecting it as well. So for me, I like to walk the ground a lot before I even enter a house to do it.
Yeah, that's
Because
what I consider that you do, is you diagnose the land.
Yes.
I mean, you do a lot of things, but that's one of the things that I think is unique
Different,
that
yeah.
you do that others don't, is you diagnose the land and what is going on with the land that could be affecting paranormal activity that the client is talking about.
Correct. Yeah. And sometimes it's a mix of all of them. You know, sometimes it's a mix of, probably too far away from the mic. Sometimes it's a mix of what is on the property. I knew I was going to get the dry throat. What's on the property in terms of the things that I already spoke about, but especially how the water's running.
What's the oddest thing that you've ever sensed on a property as causing an issue and been able to confirm that that actually was the case?
The oddest thing.
Almost unexpected.
Nothing comes to mind, unfortunately. I do have to get this tickle out of my throat.
Well, it's like, I can think of the tunnels.
The what?
The tunnels. You went to a place once that you actually sensed there were tunnels that people didn't, I don't know if it was the owners didn't realize, but then they actually were able to confirm that that was the case.
Yes, and I don't remember where that was, to be honest with you, but it sounds vaguely familiar. It must have been one of the first ones that I did. Do you remember the area it was? Was it New Hampshire?
It was New Hampshire. It was further out. It wasn't around here. I don't remember the name of it.
Oh.
So what do you do as a paranormal?
Oh, well, that's what I've just been talking about, sort of. What I do is I read the psychic stuff for the group, okay? So they will give me, I have asked them to, and I don't know how I thought this would work, but it just did. I asked them to give me the address so that my system has a target place to go to. And I'll just write down the address, and then I'll busy myself doing something else, so I'm not thinking about anything with my notebook here. And then things will just start to come in. Because I practiced remote viewing at one time. And so the remote viewing is what I all of a sudden started using when somebody asked me to do reads on the property. So I will read the ground first, because like I was saying, the earth is very alive. So we have minerals in the earth and the rocks. We have water that runs. Water can be good or bad depending on which way it's flowing.
I didn't know water run.
How it's,
I didn't know water run.
It does.
Oh.
Well, it moves.
Yeah.
And so, for me, that's where I start, because the earth is alive and it's electromagnetic. We are electromagnetic. So there has to be an interplay between that electricity, hands down. So I do that first, and then I move on to, a lot of times, get information about people that are on the property. I will have people on the property giving me information that I write down. And same thing when I will get information from the house. So I will do all that prior. I will take a picture of that and send it to the people that run the group. And then they will start
either doing some research or just hold that information. And then what I do is after I give them that, so the reason I started writing it down at the beginning is because a lot of people don't believe that, we're reading this information. They think we're looking it up somewhere. So I put it down in the physical with pen. I don't use a pencil.
Good.
And I started dating it, putting the place where it was. I put my stuff down, and then I would just send them a picture of it. And then if I get something that I'm not sure about, I'll just put it off to the side with a question mark. Sorry, my throat's getting dry because of this cold.
Well, it's warm in here. What does the number 789 mean to you? The year 1789.
1789. Nothing in particular to me.
I'm looking at maybe some property or some house that you're going to be zeroing in on.
Oh, it could be.
So, because you're going to start doing a lot more. Does your husband participate with you?
No, he doesn't really. I'm not really into that.
You two do your own things.
Yeah, we do. But it works.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? It does, doesn't it?
It does.
I'm getting Scott so he becomes more active, like on my Facebook show. He comes on there now. I'm letting him come on my TV show now.
Nice.
In the last year and a year and a half to 2 years, we've really become closer. We become more active on the shows and stuff. Give me one more. New Horizon. In other words, you got a lot of new beginning coming for you, a lot of big changes. I definitely see you moving out of the house you're living in. But I definitely see a little bit more property that you're going to be having. Not a big house, but more property.
I would like that.
Okay.
Boy, I would like that.
And you'll be able to do your own thing, like farm. I don't know if you guys are farmers.
I would like to do some small farming, yeah.
I
'Cause
can
we
picture
always,
you-
when we were young, my parents always grew vegetables, and we always ate from that garden.
And then you feel better.
We felt a lot better, and we were very strong children because of it.
Yeah.
When I grew up, and when my dad was around till like I was 9 or 10 or 11 years old, we had to farm. I enjoyed goat's milk. I learned how to milk a goat. Okay, I couldn't handle chopping the chicken's heads off, my dad, but
Yeah.
I did know how to pluck them.
I mean, if I had no other way to get food,
Oh,
I
yeah,
can
you
I
do
can put myself aside and do it because I know you have to do it to survive. Yeah, but
And I worked on a farm when I was 15 years old. I had the best time. I learned how to drive a truck, even though I dumped the truck full of hay, and we'll get it back uprighted. I learned how to milk. I will never forget it. They told me when you milk this cow, that's what had chocolate, and you got to pump the cow tail 3 times. So I pumped the cow's tail. Guess what?
Guess
I
what?
peed all over.
Oh, that's fun.
But
that's
I
called an
learned a lot.
initiation.
Yeah.
A farm initiation.
And the garden was incredible. And if we decide to move, I want an area where we can have a garden.
It disturbs me today that people are bulldozing over so much good farmland. And I'm thinking to myself, yes, you can live and have the pretty yard and the pool, but you can't eat it. I'm sorry. So everybody thinks the faraway gardens are just always going to take care of us, but
I'm telling you, Mother Nature is getting really angry with all of us because we're not
Yep.
taking care, we're not respecting their property.
no,
And I want to be on the good side of Mother Nature.
I do too.
Okay.
It's my Scottish
And
background.
yes, it's Father Nature too. It's Mother Nature. You have to have the yin and the yang, and the negative in order to balance things out. I think I said to me one day, I was out in the party, he said, "You're white." I go, "Oh, I didn't know that." He says, "You're gay? You really are, aren't you?" I'm like, "What?" He says, "You're gay." I go, yeah, I think so. And he said, "Do you really believe in what you're doing with all the BS?" I go, "You know what, son? If I didn't believe in it, I wouldn't do it." And then again, the same way. If I didn't do what I'm doing, spiritual doing, I wouldn't do it at all.
No.
Would you?
No.
That's like, and I don't look at it as a job. I look at it as a reward. And the good thing about it, I might be financially tight at times, but the spirit always comes through. Stay where you're living for another year.
Okay.
For your own peace of mind. Stop running away from yourself. That makes sense? She has your best interest at heart. Are you older than her? So you're the older sister.
I am.
Were you like a mother when they were growing up?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you still have that feeling at times.
Yes.
You're going to a male funeral. He's about 65 to 70 years old, and he has cancer. And when it comes, it's going to come very rapidly. It looks like it could be a relative. Okay. You have an uncle?
Yeah, we have still a few that are alive. Yeah.
A lot of this is the year for the old to go away, the new beginning. Okay. And so allow that to happen for both of you. Okay.
Sounds good.
Believe in yourself. Are you a winner?
I am.
You a winner?
Absolutely.
Okay. Are you a winner, Elmo?
He is. He's a thirsty
Elmo's
winner.
drinking his water. You know.
The jacket fell. We'll pick it up later.
Oh.
I didn't think I could reach it.
Yeah. One of the things I'm going to tell you about what I'm seeing for this country, we need to stop all this hate. We need to start, I don't care if you're a Democrat, Republican, atheist, or God lover, or whatever. We need to stop all the BS and start looking.
Well, it's really getting out of hand, and I think it's getting out of hand because society has moved forward into a place of no rules.
Yeah.
And, you know, we all grew up with a set of rules. This is how you treat people, even if you might disagree with them. That doesn't mean everybody follows them, but...
No, I was just saying, not just rules, but consequences.
Right.
I think right now there's so much online activity that because of the online anonymity, there's no rules, but there's also no real consequences.
No.
Right.
Facebook is to me, a detriment.
It can be. I think it can be a very useful tool.
Right.
But yeah, it can absolutely be.
But part of that mix, too, I think, is that for some reason society started to move in a, you know, we don't have to follow any rules. I do what makes me feel good, and the heck with everybody else. Whereas before, you know, you had kind of a polite society who said, think of the other person as well. Before you think of yourself.
Because you had to deal with people face to face.
Right.
Now you're dealing with people screen to screen.
Right.
So you don't, again,
No accountability.
You don't have the consequences, the accountability.
And the younger generation, for some reason, feel that they have to do what they want to do. And unfortunately, the parents allow them to do it.
That's the biggest thing, and it's really such a disservice. Because when the kids get out in the world, it doesn't work that way.
I actually feel sorry for the teachers.
Yeah, I couldn't be a teacher today. No.
I can marry if I didn't follow what my teacher said. And we had this one particular teacher, when he shot a piece of chalk at you, he never missed.
We had those too. I had those.
I had to sit on a wastebasket during Parents' Week, and I would always slouch in my chair. You know, but didn't we learn?
We learned, and it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
You know, when you have teachers chucking chalk
I
at you.
found that the stricter the teacher were, the better we were at it.
Yes, I think so, because you knew there were rules. You knew what was expected, and you may have stepped outside those boundaries once in a while to test them, and they got reinforced. Yeah. And, you know, the earth does that. That's the thing. The earth does that. And I think that's why when people get out there now and they haven't learned consequences, when somebody gets hurt in a bigger accident, they're more devastated and can't handle it because they didn't handle the little ones first, right? Sorry, I always get emotional.
But that's
Bang
like,
the table.
I can remember in school, I was kind of like a class clown for the attention.
Yes.
Because I was never truly accepted in the classes that I was in. So of course, you know, that was one way of getting attention. Mm-hmm. Like one time, for some reason, there was a whole bunch of typewriters lying against the window, and somehow they all fell out the window. I was not there at that present day, but they knew I was behind it all. Then another time we had a Volkswagen Bugger where somehow I got hooked up to a telephone pole.
Yep.
You know. Then I was bullied. you know what? Even being a bully, I was bullied, then I became a bullier. There's no winning in either way.
No,
know?
not really.
Like one time I took a fishing line, I tied it to a rail, I tied it to the staircase. Somehow the kid that was bullying me somehow just fell down the stairs. But you don't win. Even today, people on their job, there are bullies there that think they have to bully you around, and you shouldn't have to.
No, but I also think you learn something from it too. I think it happens for a reason.
Yeah. You can, I find that most men who are bullied by their wives at home and they're in power, like at the work or whatever, I think then they're more bullied because they take all the hostility out on their staff. And same with the women.
Yeah, I do. I do think it kind of transmits. It keeps rolling. Keeps going.
I can do it here because I'm the boss.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I've been married 4 times. I didn't like hugging and kissing either, did I?
No.
I changed the channel on that stuff. Ugh, But, communication, we've lost it.
Yeah.
We truly have.
Yeah.
Do you communicate with your boyfriend a lot?
I do. I'm communicating with my dog right now.
I can hear him communicating back.
He wants to make sure you're okay, huh? You want to say hi to everybody? Yeah? Okay. Yeah. This young man, his name is Emil. He is a service dog. He is a marvelous dog. And he likes that attention. Huh?
Of course he does.
Oh, God, he does, yeah.
He's a star of the day. I'm going to have to take him for a walk again one more time.
You want to go for a walk? Come on. We'll go show everybody? Yeah? Oh, easy.
It was like a bull in a china shop.
Yeah.
He's a little big to just...
There you are. Oh, that's
There we
okay.
go.
You can get patted. Oh, look at that. He loves attention.
He does.
He loves his
Now-
values. That's what he works for.
Do you have another cat?
Hmm?
You have another cat?
No, not
No,
right
you
now.
got one more coming.
I don't know. I'm gonna miss this one for a while. he was very
the
unique.
other cat wants you to take another one.
Yeah, I've
How
heard.
did he get
I
along
kind
with
of heard
you?
that. Huh?
How did they get the cat?
No,
get
he's
Oh,
the
Emil
one.
hates cats.
He hates cats.
Hates
Really?
them. Hates them. Yeah.
He wants
so
to.
he's happy then.
Well, I don't think he's happy, but
He wants to eat them.
yeah. He wants to taste them.
You know what the biggest problem? Oh, they fight like cat and dogs. My dogs and cats never fought with each other.
You know, I've always had dogs and cats get along. He actually is the first one that I've had that wants no part of a cat. He can go nose to nose with a squirrel, he doesn't care. But a cat, he loses his mind.
My cat that Scott and I have now that adopted us, and he'll lay there in the yard, and the birds and the squirrel will come and sit by him, and he doesn't bother them at all.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, if you keep your animals fed, they don't worry.
Yeah.
You know.
They're happy.
And we have to give him chicken every night.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
We have to cook it up and give it to him. And that's like my daughter-in-law had to cook their dog named a Beagle. And they had to cook it. They got it from Maine. And the lady they got it from, had my granddaughter not rescued that dog, it would not be alive today.
Really?
It was full of those things that fall off the trees. Those bugs.
I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of what.
Not termites, but
Ticks?
ticks. Yeah. And he spends a lot of money on it. Microchip. I recommend everybody microchip in their dogs.
Yeah, I do too.
Cats are gonna wander. Unless you keep an eye on them, you know.
Yeah, it's actually healthier to keep cats inside.
Yeah. My cat, we try it. Now he's staying in more and more, but he doesn't go too far. I think other neighbors feed him too.
Because I know up where we are, we have coyotes, coyote packs, and they'll make short work of a cat.
Well, where else are they gonna go?
Yeah, yeah. They're doing their thing.
Yeah. I think he likes that. Oh, you a good boy. Hey, you a good boy. Yeah. Oh, okay. We have a beautiful German Shepherd dog, as you saw. Yeah. Is he full German Shepherd?
Yes.
Now, was he a rescue dog? Then they trained him?
No, he was bred and raised
Oh, that's a far.
and trained to do this from birth.
Now, where'd you get him from?
Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs.
Okay, now they do. They accept donations.
They do. Yep, they have a website, Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs Incorporated. They have a Facebook page, a website. You can go on, click, and donate right there.
Oh,
And that's how they survive. They work off from donations, grants. So because all of these dogs
I was told they were
are
about
awarded.
5,000.
Yeah, it takes $20,000 to $25,000 to get these dogs up, raised, trained, and awarded. And because of the cost involved, they don't charge the recipients. There's a big application process that we have to go through, and the dogs are actually awarded to the recipients. So
And is there a waiting list?
there is a waiting list. My understanding is the average is probably about 2 to 4 years on the waiting list.
Oh. So then you had to go and train with the dog as well?
Yes, so we went and we got paired, and then there was like about a week that we were together, working together. I was learning how to work with him, and he was getting to know me. And then we went to once a week training that we had to go until we could pass the test together. And now it's just up to me to do the 10 minutes every day. They do check in on us, make sure things are going well, his training's being kept up.
Now, when you say you have to do 10-minute training, what does that consist of?
10 minutes a day, we have to work on different training exercises, like just the kind of more obedience commands, because as far as what he does, he knows to signal me, but I make sure that he does down, leave it's a big one because he goes in public so much. He has to know not to eat things off the ground, not to mess with people's food, things like that.
Yes, you are very special. You just said I'm special, aren't I? Yes, you are. You said he's 6 years old?
Yep, he's actually about 6.5.
When I told you you're going to for another 5 years, what would you say?
That would be awesome.
He is so well
Who's he
loved.
looking at?
And one of the things that I think that another friend of mine had a dog, a little small dog that got for some reason they got hit in the car accident by itself. And the guy was driving down. They have another one. When they told us how much it cost, I was at a heart failure. So, folks, if you have a chance to donate to these animal trade, what are yours again?
Yeah, Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs Incorporated. Absolutely, please do go ahead and donate.
Well, this fundraiser I'm
that's how
doing
they
now is
start.
for Healing Paws. And next one, if you want, we could do one to help your.
That would be awesome. They would really appreciate that.
So I believe one thing that I truly believe in, that I pay for all the houses and that we have to help our people.
Mm-hmm.
I will not do that Manchester Animal Shelter anymore. It's not because of the animal, but because of the attitude of the people that I had there. Okay? And if you go, and another thing is that I know a person, I'm not going to say which hospital it was, which animal shelter it was or whatever, paid a lot of money to adopt a dog, paid the fee, get all the shots and stuff. He went to pick the dog up. They said, well, what about volunteers took the dog? And I said, that's so wrong.
Yeah, that is wrong.
Yeah, another one picked up a pit bull and brought it up for a baby and helped them, take care of it. And they gave that away too. So don't make promises to the people if you're not going to allow them to take you home.
Absolutely.
I'm a firm believer. I really don't believe in dogs, animal psychologists, and I really don't believe in in like cat traders and cats, because they have their own minds.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah.
Right.
I think he needs
See?
to.
You agree with me?
I'm going to need to step out with him, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How do I get back in? That was a problem last time.
Have him, I'll ask him.
Oh, okay.
Give him a guy.
I do.
Oh, you got to go potty?
I believe so.
That's probably why he's so restless.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
Do
he
you
does.
believe in animal psychologists?
I don't believe that animals need psychologists.
I don't either.
No. I think the people that have the animals usually need
more
the
training than
psychology.
the
Yeah.
Because I know that you can communicate with animals.
Yes.
And I
Very
do
well.
too. And like, I enjoy talking with the animals. I really do.
I do, because their minds are clear, and it's not. I say simple, but it's not.
No, they're direct.
It's just. It's a clear field. There's no monkey mind. There's no. It's they just are who they are,
Yeah.
and it feels good.
Don't they know? They know more who they are than we do.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We're
and-
all complicated by, I don't know, lots
Yeah.
of things, our brains.
Yeah. And the one thing I know, you can judge a person by the way the animal reacts.
Yes.
You know,
Yep.
when my little one didn't like anybody, then they don't come in my house.
Right.
And I had another dog whose name was Bud, and boy, if he didn't like you, you know damn well he was not going to come into my house.
Yep.
You know?
Oh, lost you. There we go.
Scott,
There we go.
here we go. Same time every day in the vacuum cleaner.
Oh,
That is so annoying,
wow.
but you get used to it after a while.
Yeah, I
you know.
guess.
I think you do. But one of the things you're more of a political person than your husband, aren't you?
Yes, probably.
What if I told you I could see you running for some kind of a town or a city office?
Nah, I don't know.
I'm not saying it right away.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe later, but I get involved. I can get involved in so many things, and
See, we don't know when to quit once we get involved.
well, yeah, that's well.
You know?
There are so many things that I'm interested in, which is why I've gotten, which is why I do massage, and I've gotten before I did that. Well, I did one for work actually. I took legal training, so I'm a paralegal.
Yeah, I just signed up to become a paralegal or,
Yeah?
Everybody says you're at 74, you're too old. No, I'm not too old. I
Oh,
can
you're
do
never
it.
too old to do it.
No.
As long as you want to do it.
Really? I have a friend of mine who graduated at 78 years old, graduated to become a lawyer.
That's how you keep your mind going.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, keep it on my mind. And
Yeah.
I want to learn about tenants' rights.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause there's not a lawyer, and that I'm aware of that. Yes, Scott. You know, I should put the cards away so they'll call, right?
Well, that's all right. You like
Yeah, I
mine. You
didn't
can
know you
use
got
mine.
yours here,
Well,
too.
you can use them too.
Oh, okay.
See, try something
One
new
of the
there.
things I can see about you is that I really want you to stop holding yourself back on a spiritual holding.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to see you doing it more. So I know you have a conflict between your work and your because you're a busy lady.
I am. I mean, I like to be. I'm just interested in a lot of things,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm getting to the point where I'm a little bit older, so I know
Oh,
I
we're
don't have
only
the
18.
I don't have the 20-year-old energy anymore. Close.
I mean, you know what? I that's what I resent. Is now that I use a cane now, I resent that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't ever since after doing my medicine, and it seems like there are times when I get uncoordinated.
Right.
So I kind of resent it.
Yeah, but there are a lot of people born that way,
Oh, yeah.
and they just think of it as an extension of yourself.
Yeah. Well, I had polio when I was a kid. When I was born.
Well,
so-
then you're doing
but
very
that-
well.
yeah. And I had foster parents that his mother, name was Mrs. Johnson, and she would spend hours working on my legs.
Yeah.
And I can remember even when I cried, she still kept massaging
Yep.
and she kept doing it.
I know, and that was prevalent when I was younger too. You don't hear about that anymore.
Oh, no.
But I do remember. I knew there were kids that had to have that worked all the time, or we'd see it in stories and stuff like that. And that stuff is not in the
I
news
lived it,
anymore.
folks, so
Yeah.
And I can remember I was supposed to go to they used to call it the Crippled Children's Association. Now it's the Easter Seals.
Yeah. Now, what was that? Was from wasn't it from bacteria in
Yeah.
the water or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
And when I was supposed to go to and get vocational training
Mhm.
through the show. But then when I went to Easter Seals, I think Easter Seals is a joke as far as I'm concerned.
Some of those groups are, they're very. Maybe they started out to
Right,
be a
they're
good
on the
thing,
right
but
thing,
they
yeah.
quickly got taken
Oh, yeah.
over.
Now it's all about numbers and money and dollar signs, and that's sad.
Yeah, when I see, people coming out and they look rich and, They just do. You can tell. You can tell.
Yeah. I like going to thrift stores.
I do too, because you can find some good old stuff in there.
I won't go to Salvation Army because it smells. But I'm Goodwill because I know the guy. I remember when the Goodwill first started 50 years. I used to work at the State School of Laconia, and the kids would get a penny an envelope. And then the people would charge you for their food. They would be ripped off.
Yep.
And the guy makes over $200,000 a year. And that's wrong.
Again, when you see those things, some of them start out as a good thing, but then all of a sudden, like you said, you see them bringing home big money and doing ads where they're all dressed, and it's like, it's not what it's about. And when the
president of the Red Cross or the director of the Red Cross makes more money than the president of the United States, there's something wrong with that.
There is something wrong with that.
And when my mother had passed, and my brother needed an emergency flight home, the Red Cross gave him the money, but the minute he get his paycheck, they took all his paycheck to pay it back.
Wow.
Yeah. When Salvation Army, they gave him this coffee, they gave him this and that, I don't particularly like him, but I have a lot of respect for him, And I can remember one time, this is years ago, folks, so they can't do anything to me now. I went and I donated blood. If you're gay, you're not supposed to.
Well, yeah. It may have been okay at first, but I think the disease thing kind of got in the way,
So I gave him, so I went to a phone booth. I said, oh, by the way, I just gave blood 2 hours ago, and I'm gay. How do you like me now? And I hung up. There's no reason why a person that's gay cannot get blood, as far as I'm concerned. And it's bigoted, it's biased. Maybe at the time they thought they were doing the right thing. But I'm sorry.
I think it's when the advent when the diseases came out.
AIDS. The big thing about the AIDS. But you know what? Heterosexuals are getting it more and more than the.
I just think that's
unprotected sex.
Right.
Or dirty needles.
Yep.
Okay, folks. Protect yourself. If you're going to have sex, make sure it's protected. If you're going to use a needle and you're on heroin or whatever, make sure that it's clean. The thing that I do resent is people that are drug addicts can go to a Rite Aid or whatever and get fresh needles, but yet someone who's diabetic has to pay a lot of money.
That is a little bit backwards. Yeah. I mean, I get the thought process with the one thing, but
But isn't that encouraging that people do heroin? If they go to get, or speed, or what they call it, isn't it? If you go and you change the needles and get fresh ones and you go out, to me that's it's okay. You can use the fresh needles to do, whatever they do with it or whatever. To me, as far as I'm concerned, that's encouraging them to continue.
It is. I don't. I just think all Mary, of that stuff is very dangerous.
She cost between $90 and $120 for her needles. And she didn't always have the money, so she had to cut down on the insulin. So,
and that's bad. That should not happen.
And when the Trump new care comes in, Mary will be a lot better off, But, and it shouldn't happen. I got a good insurance policy now. I got Aetna, which is really good, so.
It's good to see somebody looking at these systems and reworking them and making them work like they should, like a business. And if you're going to be a business, it's okay to be a business. But, don't, and you have to, only make as much profit as you need to make to pay your good people.
When a director of a property makes $60 million a year, I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Yes. Or whatever. Oh, here he comes back again. Does he feel better?
He feels much better.
He said,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good boy. Is that what you were trying to tell me? How was he when you take him in a car?
Oh, he loves the car.
My little one and my other dog did not like riding in the car.
Oh, that's funny. I wonder if you had a bad experience in a car.
I had them both when they were small.
Oh.
My dog, Bud, I got him, and when I found out was that he was an alcoholic. Because the people that had him, he was like 6 weeks, 8 weeks old. I brought him home. I bought him for a 12-pack of Old Milwaukee beer. And so I was walking home with him, and I had a beer sitting on the table in my drinking days, and he knocked the beer off his shirt to death when he went and touched the water. So I took him to the vet. We got him. The vet was going to charge me with come into the dog.
Yep.
Gary, come on in. Gary Hopper.
He's looking.
He's
I
just,
think
we're
he's
going to talk about Trump probably. You're okay, right?
I'm okay with it.
You sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I voted for
You got to
him.
move. You got to move your bottle.
Oh, I can do that.
The Republican
Good
man.
news today.
Oh yeah?
There are lots of good news today.
Oh good. I knew we'd had you come in for a reason.
Some great news.
Oh, tell us.
I picked on your chief of police for one thing this morning.
Carlos, is it? Sir?
I forget.
Yeah.
He's on. He came to the Judiciary Committee to testify against. You know, you get the cameras up on Elm Street. There's a bill to try to eliminate those so that they're not. Sorry. So they're not. You know, because you're basically intruding on people's privacy. I mean, theoretically, if you wanted to stop crime, you could have video cameras all over the city, every place you go, and everything's videotaped, and everybody would feel all warm and fuzzy, but they'd also know exactly what you're doing all the time.
By the way, plus we have the Honorable Gary Hopper, who's a strong, devout Republican.
And so, anyway, he came and testified against the bill to try to eliminate them keeping track of us. And that's why I asked him, I says, are you getting paid to come up here? He says, well, I'm on the clock, if that's what you mean. Yeah, that's what I mean. So basically, your Manchester taxpayers' money is paying for him to go up there and fight against the people of New Hampshire, of Manchester.
I can't support that.
No, it's
I
not.
really can't. Because what if I had to go pee-pee? Then that would be on the camera.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't be doing that on Elm Street anyway. But,
Well, but no. Hey,
but the thing is, they keep saying they keep using the example of the Boston bombing, right? Okay, yes, they were able to track the Boston bombers because they had videotape of them. But if the whole city is videotaped, and somebody really wants to do something like the Boston bombing, they're going to disguise themselves so the facial recognition software and stuff doesn't work anyway.
Right, criminals just get smarter.
Yeah, exactly. If you come up with a thing to attack criminals, the only people that are subject to it are the law-abiding citizens.
Correct.
So it's
it's like they're trying to take the gun rights away from us. The only ones that are going to have the gun are the criminals.
exactly.
You know.
Yeah,
Correct.
same thing.
Yeah.
But the good news is I have a bill to make the state or any subdivision, which includes the local police, from using facial recognition software, which is really cool. And that passed the committee, I think, 16-2 positive. So that's good. So that's got to go to the full House in a week or so.
Trump wants Victor again.
He did so good. He did so just so people understand. In 2012, Obama was running for re-election, so he had no real competition in the Democratic primary, right? Obama got 49,000 votes. Okay? Yesterday, same thing with Trump. He had really no competition. There wasn't really people didn't need to necessarily show up yesterday to vote. Trump got, last count I saw was 120,000 votes, but that was only with 83%. If you figure it out, it's close to
150.
It's up to 150. So he got 3 times as many votes than Obama did in the same circumstance.
I upset one of the Biden people when I went to vote. I said, "So you want to vote for a communist?" They didn't like me.
No.
And they said, "Why don't you go vote?" I said, "Well, I'm not sure if I'm an American or not, so I better go check my record." I love being a wise ass.
Yeah, I know. You can't help yourself.
Yeah.
It's not me. I just try to get along with everybody pretty much.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Hey, you
I
know
didn't wear
what?
my boobs.
Huh?
Stop touching the mic.
Yes, young man.
Oh, by the way, this is Pam,
Hi, Pam. How are you?
and this is Patula.
Patula?
No, Paula.
Oh, all right.
What is? Everybody does that with that name.
That is actually pretty interesting because Paul is pretty obvious.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
another cool thing. So I'm standing with my Trump sign at the polls up in Ware yesterday, and a young, old man, he had to be in his 80s, tall guy, comes over to me, because I had the Trump hat and the Trump sign, comes over to me and said, I haven't voted since 1970, but this is the first time I actually have somebody I want to vote for. So we registered to vote and voted yesterday.
Isn't that cool?
It's wicked cool. There's a lot of high fives, fist pumps, a lot of people psyched about voting for Trump in spite of all the negative.
It's been terrible.
It's constant.
It's nasty. It's awful.
And what are you proving?
Well, I think it worked. 2018, that whole vote was because the media had convinced everybody that Donald Trump was colluding with the Russians.
Yeah.
But then we went into the end of the Mueller investigation and found out there was nothing there. Then the IG report came out and found out not only was there nothing there, the FBI actually lied about everything. So the only thing we really found out over that time period was that the deep state was trying to get rid of Trump no matter what. And the media was part of it. So now we come around to today when all that information's out and Biden's the only one that got hurt by impeachment. He got trounced.
WBZ Channel 4 there when I was voting.
Yeah.
And I said, why are you so afraid to allow people that are Republicans, that are not Biden fans, why are you so afraid to interview it? What, are you saying that we're Biden? I go, oh, absolutely. She shut the camera off and took off. Not that that would cause any problem.
No, well, something like in the last couple of years, I know I've heard the statistics, but I haven't seen it. Something like 80 or 90% of all the news media is anti-Trump.
Wow.
Now, remember when Obama was in? Here's the greatest contrast. If you really want to know the contrast, do you remember when Michelle Obama first took office? All the View and all the news people say how beautiful she was. They had her everywhere and how pretty she was. And I don't really see that's relevant. To me, it doesn't matter how pretty the First Lady is. But when you contrast it when Trump took over and you had Melania, who is absolutely gorgeous, right? And it's like they're trash talking her, they're attacking her. So we're talking about the First Lady. In one instance was, treated like she was a god. In the other instance, she's treated like
she doesn't do bad for a transgender, does she?
I'm not going to go there. But I'm just saying, if you look at that tells you everything you need to know about the media. They will stop at nothing.
For 2 minutes, I listened to the View. And Joe Behar, let's see, I hate Trump.
Yeah.
And I am willing to bet she doesn't even know why.
I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right.
That's the people that say, oh, I hate Trump. They don't know why. Because they have to work, maybe?
No, I don't think so. I think there's something I think a lot of it is they fall into the trap of believing all the lies about him. Because you remember before 2016, right?
Yeah.
They all loved Trump.
Yeah.
They have him on their shows. They fawn all over him. He's such a great guy. Yeah. Then all of a sudden he turns and becomes a Republican candidate. Boom, they hate him.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, Gary, if you can make it next week, try to come on in.
Yes, sir.
But anyways, thank you, Paula. Thank you, Pam. Of course, our big star, Ammo. Ammo's a service dog.
It's an attack dog, it looks like.
Yeah. But he's a lovable dog. And everybody, will see you all next week. And remember, every day, even you, Gary, remember, every day you are a winner.
That's accurate.
Yeah, you are a winner. Gary and I have known each other quite a while.
I can tell.
We got to get to breakfast.
You have an understanding.
Oh, yeah. And sometime I'll talk to you about what I found. And a higher power.
Oh,
yeah? Friday morning, I don't think I got anything.
Let me check my schedule.
All right.
And Al Caprillion and I are supposed to go out Thursday. You know Al Caprillion?
I used to watch him on TV. I loved he's got the most accurate weather I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's my best friend.
I love his personality too. He's so excited.
Yeah. He does.
Okay. Well, we'll see you all next week, folks. Oh, yes.